Hello fans, this is A Christian. I'm here again with another epic fight. Today we are going to see the fight between Baki and Oliver. So Baki is in his solitary confinement and Mr. Chains approach him, and by Mr. Chain I mean Oliver approached him, and Baki told him that all he wants to do is fight him. And he just asked him right here, right now. Just as he was talking, Baki gave him a couple of kicks, you know, he actually kicked him into the wall and other stuff. He continued doing it. A couple of kicks were released on Oliver. So Baki was about to give another attack, and Oliver slapped him into another room. This shit is funny. How strong are you, nigga? And he tore his clothes off in some unusual way. And Baki was ready to fight for real, so he was using a scientific technique to remove the cuffs from his thumbs. And I don't know if this is true, but then this is Baki logic, and there is nothing we can do about it than watch and be happy, right? So he removed the cuff from his hand. Let's watch. Let's watch. As soon as the cuffs was done, Baki went right ahead to attack Mr. Oliva, but he blocked it. He caught Baki's hand. Imagine Baki's punch being caught. Ain't you surprised? And Oliver has one bad, like his muscles are serious. And he just held Baki and pulled him through the wall. Like, who does that? Is he trying to kill Baki? He pulls him through the wall, and what was he doing? Wait. The guy was hiding. Held his leg and his arm and was just whining him. Something like, I see you whining and whining, you already know. And he just let him go. And he didn't just let him go easy. He followed him till he smashed him on the ground. And that's Baki lying down. At this point in time, I was feeling sad for Baki because he was actually getting beaten. It was very sad. He was just being tossed around like a little kid, just here and there. Well, Oliver is strong. We all know Oliver is strong because he's one of the opponents of Yujiro that Yujiro has actually acknowledged that he is strong. Like, see the nigga. And the fight continues, Baki tried an attack to sweep Oliver to the ground, but Oliver caught his leg again. And he just, I don't know, there was a lot of smashing going on here. Baki punched Oliver in the nose, but it seems like it didn't even work at all. Oliver just kept on hitting Baki here and there, like he smashed Baki to the ground. Even though Baki propelled with his hand, but he still got damaged. This incident of Oliver being stronger than Baki made Baki remember his father, Yujiro beating him here and there. And yeah, Yujiro really punched Baki. And this thing woke some power up from Baki. Like, this guy got some power. We don't know where it came from, but it felt like he was melting scientifically, right? That's what they were feeling, but it's not that he was melting on the ground. He was filling the room up, and the guy got up in an unusual way. He was standing there almost like he's sleeping, and on the floor where he was lying on his back has drawn the face of a demon. We all know the demon back, right? But this time around it was done on the floor because of the sweat and everything. And this thing helped the man remember one of the greatest swordsmen, Musashi Miyamoto. So now it feels like the real match is about to begin. I can't wait. Even Oliver has sensed it. This is gonna be clash. So let's wait on. Let's watch. So the fight goes on. Before Oliver could take a step forward, Baki, he fell down unconscious for some seconds. I don't even know what happened, but then I think it got explained later. Just like the policeman, we were also not able to follow. So according to the recording they made, Baki hit Oliver too fast that our eyes couldn't see it, right? So Oliver had already blacked out before he tried moving forward. Isn't that funny
あの
and surprising?
オリバが無抵抗じゃないか。ミスターオリバの意識がなかったからです。映像の彼は立っているではないか。戦おうとしてるじゃないか。
Biscuit Oliver is not surprised that Baki was able to knock him down because he knows that the hammer blood is very strong. And he's bragging to Baki that he doesn't need the hammer blood in him, you know, because he has his brute strength and tough muscles. And yes, Biscuit Oliver has a lot. And he just showed one sick technique that he called a Pac-Man. He turns himself into a ball like an armadillo. That style is a full defense mechanism. You know, you can't break through it. So Baki was surprised to see a human who is formed like a ball. It's very serious. He tried to break it, but then it didn't work. He tried countless times. I even thought, even if it was me, I would give up. Baki kept on attacking and attacking till he was about to attack, and Mr. Oliver grabbed him into his Pac-Man, Pac-Man shape, and he crumbled him inside like a beast trying to devour something. He pushed him inside, but then Baki broke. He broke free later on. He burst out. Then Oliver stood up with all those smile and smirking in his face. It's funny. Baki is not willing to admit defeat, so it's actually reached the point that it angered Mr. Oliver that he pounced an attack towards him, but Baki dodged, and he then grabbed him into his Pac-Man stance again, but Baki broke free by poking his nose. He also hit him. The fight continues. This part, I think we all have to watch it. Yeah, I have to keep quiet so that we all watch it. Like, it's funny. I won't stand in front of such a bulky man. Like, that's Oliver we are talking about. So Baki had a friend who was a boxer in the prison, and he was warning him not to fight against Oliver because he's a middleweight and Oliver is a heavyweight. But Baki was like, he seemed happy. He was like, I got it, Michael, meaning it's something worth fighting for. So he went there in a serious manner that I like the look in Baki's eye. And the fight continues. They punch each other, they just exchange punches, and you can see the smiles on their face. Even though they are hitting each other, they're still smiling. And the intensity, even the policemen, like, they wish they could even kneel down because the fight was just, oh, it's giving me goosebumps. It was just too much. Even I wish I was there to see something like this. It would have been terrific. The fight was too epic that the police had no choice but to remove their hats and show that respect. Like, damn, they were moved. They've not seen anything like this in their life before. This will be a story they can tell their children in future. They'll be like, I witnessed the fight between Baki and Oliver, and damn, Baki, that guy is something else. That guy is something else. He actually knocked Oliver down, but then he also fell down. At the end of the match, he won. He actually won the match. Thank you for watching my video. Until we meet next time. Bye.